Hey everybody, I'm Stork from Stork Plays Games, and today I'm here to do a special unboxing video. So not only are we going to unbox the just released Ticket to Ride 15th Anniversary Europe, I'm also going to compare it to the Ticket to Ride 10th Anniversary, which is the United States version. I've had this for, I believe it's been out about 6 years, maybe 7. I absolutely love this version. It is just flawless. Everything about this is amazing. The components are fantastic, which I'm going to show today. But we're going to compare it to what this version looks like because they look very similar to me. So let's take a look at what's in the box. And a lot of this, unfortunately, is very large, so it may not be perfectly in frame. So I'm going to throw some photos in of like the board. The board is just too huge to put in frame and still get good close-ups on everything else. So you'll probably have a few still photos in the middle of this video as well. But I just want to make sure we get some good looks. So box lid, I'm going to set that off to the side here. This is the same size as the US version, and again, the US version is the 10th anniversary, and this is the 15th of Europe. So we've got our large book, very bright colored art on it. Sure, everybody's played Ticket to Ride, so not a lot different. The difference between the Europe one, you have the train stations. Also, this comes with the Classic, the Mega Europe, the Europe 1912, and the Big Cities of Europe. It's same in the US version. It comes with the Classic, the Mega, the 1912, and Big Cities expansions. They're all built in, so you get quite a lot in the box. I know it is expensive, but it is definitely worth the upgrade in my opinion. So this board is huge. Like I said, it's going to be not going to fit in frame. So I'm going to try to open this up. You can just see maybe section by section kind of how huge this board is. So the normal board is about this size right here, and then down. This one is a whole another piece bigger. Let's flip this around. I don't even know if I can get that in the camera frame at all. Let's see there. Okay, so it's about as good as I can get it in there. I can't even get the bottom at all down here, but just see that this thing is gigantic. Now, I'm going to tell you the one and only drawback to this giant version. The trains are bigger, which we'll see here in a second. Let me grab one of these out. So we're going to look at these trains first, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. If I can get this open. So the trains come in these metal tins. These things are magnificent. They're great to hold them. I mean, all the way around, these things look fantastic. They feel fantastic. Oh man, and these trains are just gorgeous. So they're multicolored. Kind of see that there. So these have logs. These are a logging train. The other thing you can do, and when you're playing, I will dump my trains out and then put this back and stack them on top, so you can kind of see, because you have to show your trains while you're playing. You can't hide how many trains you have left. So I use the tin to stack them on top, or I may flip the tin over and stack them all on the bottom down here. Here are 2 of the stations, which is in the European version, not in the United States version. You get 3 of those, and those fit inside here as well. So let me grab this one. I'm gonna grab off India with Switzerland because I want to show you this, as I was saying earlier, the only drawback. And it's not terrible. And again, it's still, I still say it's way worth it to have these versions if you can get your hands on them. I'm not gonna open this whole thing up, but these trains are bigger than these spaces. So you can see here, they fit, but they don't fit great. They're overhanging a little bit, which isn't a huge problem, except for as you start to get into these tight routes, sometimes it can get a little crowded and cover things up. But again, it's very minimal. But I just wanted you to know that these trains are actually bigger than the regular trains. And I thought I had a purple train set, a promo purple train set. Let me look and see if I have it. All right, perfect. I do have it. So I also have these promo purple trains. So I'm going to show you the size comparison. So these would be the normal trains. See how they fit on there? They fit perfectly on there. These are the normal trains. Oh, well, these aren't. These are the translucent ones. But if you were to get the USA version 15th anniversary, they have translucent trains, so they look like these. They don't have the purple. The purple is a promo. But see how those fit? And these just didn't fit exactly. So, again, minor detail. But you can see that they're just a touch bigger. So some of the expansion maps don't come in this giant set, so you can't, you won't have the bigger spaces that you do in the 15th anniversary Europe and the 10th anniversary United States. So let me get this back out of the way and we'll get back into the box of what we were doing. That was these trains. Let's get into more of these trains because that's really the heart of this collector's set, aside from the larger board, is these just magnificent, gorgeous trains in these tins. The other pieces are upgraded. We'll get to those here in a sec. But the highlight's the trains. So let's spend some time on these. So we have some red train cars here. So there's those. See if I can find the stations. So the stations are pretty much the same as the previous stations, except for they're red. It is nice, the two tones, the two different colors. I like that a lot. They could have just made it one color, so that was a nice little upgrade that they did there. So let's look at blue. Looks like this set does have some purple trains in it, which I don't believe. Oh, the pink trains. Try to cut these open without scratching my tins. Get open. Alright, so we have the blues. Oh man, I love these. They have little cars on them. Those are super cool. The other thing I want to kind of notice and draw your attention to, it's going to be hard to see here, but these do fit inside the stations. So when you're playing it on the board, they will fit in your station. So you can have your station over the train like that. So it is very cool. I love these little cars though. These are so neat. So this is gray. Oh yeah, those are super cool. It's like spools of wire or something. Really cool spools. This is our gray station. I like these. So far, I like the grays a lot, I like the blues a lot. If I was playing, normally I play the black or gray. Let me look at these again. These are cool, the log ones are cool, the brown. That's the hardest part. Normally, I assume, like most of you do, you have a go-to color that you go to in a game. I have a few go-to colors, but in the US version, I have a hard time deciding which one to play because they're all so cool. These are very cool also. I think that I like the US trains better, but these are very cool. And, I mean, you could use, it doesn't matter, you could use the US trains on these, or vice versa if you like these better. So these are like a tanker, and I think this is a, yeah, this is a pink. Now that is an upgrade I'll get to here in a minute, but very cool. So I like this one a lot too. I like that they're different shapes, they're not the same. A lot of kind of diversity in here, what you want to choose from. So those are our trains. The insert on this box is great too, so I'll show that as I'm going over this. Again, very similar to the US version, which I'll pop up here in a minute. So let's go. Your markers are different. So in the US version, they look just like this. They're the same, except for they're just a solid color. But these have your symbol printed on them. So there's the Western Postal Express symbol is printed on one side, which is really cool. And the logging company, the star, the old antique car. I don't know, the car may be my favorite, but I like gray. I like the color gray, but I like the cars in the blue. So those look great. They go into these neat little slots here. Does not matter what they go in. I don't know why I'm being weird about it. So those go there. The other really big bonus to these anniversary editions, at least the 10th and the 10th US and the 15th, are their full-size cards. So these are actually big cards. They're not little half cards like, and maybe they're not totally full-size, but they're big cards. They're not half cards like they are in the normal game. And the art on these cards is very cool. Let's bust open a pack of these so I can show you some of these. If you're not familiar with Ticket to Ride, which I'm sure that you are, but you have different colors, and they have symbols down here for color blindness as well. Those symbols match on the map, which, oh, it does match, okay. It's like, I don't think that matches, but it does match. So you can see the symbol. I just couldn't see it very well. So this symbol is inside the orange there. Some symbols I think are a little easier to see, but there's our orange cards, there's our greens, so you can see the little leaf looking thing. Blues is sort of a swirly. Just very cool looking. Black is double, that's neat. That's real neat. And it's a diamond. There's our pinks. And I was looking for the wilds because the wilds are very neat looking engine, like a rainbow engine card. In the other version, I want to see if it's the same here. So there's our white, red, yellow, and here we are. Yeah. Those are cool. And those are very neat looking cards as well. The engines, I really like them a lot. Put a lot of time into the artwork on this one. So these fit in here. And then I have our ticket cards. I'm not really going to go into these ticket cards. You guys know what ticket cards look like. They have different destinations, and the reason there's so many is because you have the expansions. You can see here, this one says big cities. So that's from the big cities expansion. Forget why there's so much space here. Could probably put my purple trains in here if I wanted to. Okay, so let's take this off for a second. And I'm gonna grab, if I can find a space to set this, we're gonna grab the US version. So, take a look at this one. So, 10th anniversary Ticket to Ride, which is the US version. Same big book. It is a lot thicker. It's a lot of different languages in this one. I think there was only the one language in that one. The board, still the same size. It is huge. I'm not going to fold it out, but I'm going to show you that one square. It's the same size because this folds out into 6 squares as well. And that's one square. So the board is the exact same size. Here's our pieces, and this is what I was talking about. So this is just yellow. So the Europe version has a little kind of one-up on there. Again, here's our cards. So there's the different artwork for these than there is in there. That might be the same. That might be the same. I don't know. And I will show these trains because I absolutely love these trains. So this is the barrels trains. I love this train. I call them root beer barrels. There is the blues, which is basically just a sleeper car, I think, or something like that. It's just a car, regular train car. It's the transit car. There is the caboose here. It's similar to the blue, but a little different. And obviously it's green. The blue and the green in this set are my least favorite, but they are still very nice. Black is one I play a lot, and it is the black powder coal train. So I like that one. I like that one a lot. So I like using black as a playable color. I like those trains, so I use this one a lot. The root beer barrel is probably my second that I use, but I'm not a big fan of playing yellow. And then I do use the circus ones because these are just the coolest in the world, and I hope that you can see that. But sticking out of the top are 2 giraffes. So you actually have little giraffe heads sticking out of there. These are very, very cool. So everybody likes playing with these with the cute little giraffes on them. So those are the circus trains. So if I'm going to compare the two, I like these 3 train sets a lot. And here I would say in the Europe version, I like them, but I don't like them as much as I like these 3. I'd say I'd like probably 2 of them better than the other 3, and the 3 better than 2 in here. I like these pieces better in the Europe version. Boards are pretty much the same. Insert is pretty much the same. And cards are pretty much the same. So I would say they're pretty even, depending on, you know, what map you like. Obviously, being in the United States, I'm more comfortable playing the United States map. But I think they're both they're both awesome, and I would recommend them both highly if you can do that. Not to mention the collectible value of it. This one is worth a lot of money now, several years later, because you just can't get it. So my version is, the corners are a little nicked up here and there because I play it. The other thing, and the reason the corners are nicked up is when you play Ticket to Ride, you always want to play your super nice version, right? Like every time I play Ticket to Ride and I'm not playing my version, I'm regretting not playing my version because it's so nice and fancy. But this box is huge. This box is difficult to transport safely. So I've taken this on vacation with us. I've taken this, on trips and things and to game days, and it's been, it's been beat up a little bit. So, and yes, I'm switching this around, and I'm gonna tell you why. So you guys, this is our comments for today. If the top and the back don't match, it drives me crazy. So I might be a crazy person, but I need those to match. So my Ticket to Ride 10th anniversary sits right up here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's one of my prized possessions in my collection. My 15th anniversary Europe version is going to go right up there beside it. So I'm not going to put that back on because I'm going to put that back up, maybe take some photos. So that is everything inside the box of Ticket to Ride Europe 15th Anniversary Edition. Thank you guys so much for watching. Come play a game with me, and I will see you next time.